There are certain moments in life when the stakes couldn't be higher, and decisions made in those moments could change everything forever. Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Anti-Heroes. This is the episode we've been building towards, and a lot of things are going to start shifting here. Before we begin, I want to take a second to say thank you for all the support on this series. Every like and comment really means a lot, and I'm having so much fun making these episodes for you guys. So, thank you. Now let's dive into the story. Opening scene, Aklora's inner wilds, post-battle dawn. The air is heavy with the smell of burnt vegetation and the aftermath of battle. Birds call from the trees as the sun rises over the smoldering landscape. A charred crater is at the center of it all, marking the spot where Zayn and Lira fought the Ember Queen and her minions the night before. And lying beside that crater is Zayn, his breathing shallow and slow, stirring back into consciousness. His body aches with wounds both new and old, and his vision is blurry, seeing only the gray sky above and the green leaves rustling around him. Lira sits nearby, leaning against a moss-covered boulder. In her lap are her 2 gleaming crescent blades, which she absent-mindedly cleans with a worn leather strap. Her brow is furrowed in thought, but when she hears Zayn move, she looks up, her violet eyes meeting his gaze. "Still alive?" she asks, her voice raspy from exertion and disuse. "Barely," Zayn manages to reply with a weak chuckle. "You nearly burned down the mountain with your heart." "I could have if I wanted to," she replies softly, "but I didn't want to kill you." Zayn tries to sit up but clutches at his chest, wincing as he does. There, pulsing beneath his skin, is the dark sigil that appeared after he used his ember powers, except now it seems to glow faintly in response to his movement. He gasps as once again the visions come flooding back. Flash. Blood. Chains. His mother screaming. "Zayn, no!" And then a face appears amongst the chaos. A man with long, flowing white hair, robes of deepest blue, and a staff topped with a single shining star. High Seer Kalum. "Mother, help me!" Zayn cries out, reaching for her, but his hand passes through the spectral image. Back in the present, Zayn collapses back onto the ground, gasping for breath. "He was there," he says, voice trembling. "The day they took her, Kalum. He lied to everyone." Lyre nods slowly, realizing the truth of it now. "And now we know why," she murmurs. "You're not just the gate's key, you're its lock." Scene. Etherreek, hidden sanctum of the seers. High Seer Kalum stands before an ornately carved archway, conferring with Renek, Grand Master of the Keepers, and 2 robed sages whose faces are concealed behind golden veils. "The sigil is unstable," Kalum says, his voice grave. "If Zayn reaches the ruins of Elira, he will uncover the seal of truth. It is our best chance of containing the unmaking." Renek, a tall, muscular man with a stern visage and braided black hair, nods curtly. "Then we intercept him," he says. "There will be no more whispers. We end this." One of the veiled sages steps forward, her tone softer but no less resolute. "We must act swiftly," she says, "but with caution. Zayn may be the key, but he is also a volatile wild card. If we play our cards right, we can turn the prophecy in our favor." Kalum considers this, his expression unreadable behind his flowing white beard. "Very well," he says finally. "We will guide his hand, but we will strike when the time is right." Scene. Midday, near River of Whispers. The sun hangs high in the cloudless sky, casting long shadows through the trees lining the River of Whispers banks. Beside the shimmering water, Zayn and Lira walk in companionable silence, their footsteps soft on the moss-covered ground. An easy rhythm has settled between them, a tentative truce born of shared danger and a common goal. Still, Zayn can feel the tension thrumming beneath the surface, a tight cord vibrating between them. Up ahead, Lira pauses, turning to face him. She hesitates for a moment, then asks softly, "Do you ever wonder What we'd be if there was no prophecy? No gate? Zayn follows her gaze to the distant horizon where the sky meets the land in a hazy blur. A normal life, he whispers, with a normal girl. A ghost of a smile touches Lira's lips. I'd probably still be trying to kill you, she says, her tone teasing. Yeah, Zayn replies with a chuckle. But you'd hesitate a little more. Lira laughs, the sound echoing through the trees. Maybe, she says after a moment, the smile fading from her face. The air grows heavy with unspoken words, the space between them charged with the potential of something more. For a long moment, Zayn simply holds her gaze, his heart pounding in his chest. Then suddenly, the peace is shattered. A loud crash echoes through the trees, sending birds screeching into the sky. From above, a cloaked figure descends, landing gracefully before them. A woman with long, flowing silver hair, her face hidden behind a silver mask that leaves only her glowing red eyes visible. Dual daggers materialize in her hands, crackling with an ominous aura of power. So this is him, she says, her voice cold and sharp as shattered ice. The cursed air who made my pupil soft. Lira steps forward, her blades held defensively in front of her, her gaze unwavering. Step aside, Kairos, she says, her voice tight with tension. You broke the code, Kairos replies, her voice dripping with disdain. You spared the flame. You fall with him now. Before either of them can make a move, however, Kairos disappears in a flash of movement. When she reappears, she is mere inches from Lira's face, her daggers poised for the strike. You were my finest blade, she hisses, but your heart has dulled your edge. Lira snarls back, lunging forward to meet her attack head-on. With lightning reflexes, Kairos sidesteps the attack, her dagger flashing out to disarm Lira in a shower of sparks. As their blades clash, a fierce battle ensues, a deadly dance of speed and precision. Leaves fly through the air as branches are sent crashing to the ground. All around them, the earth trembles with each powerful strike. Zayn tries to join the fray, but finds himself rooted to the spot by one of Kairos's daggers, which is infused with a shadow sigil that suppresses his ember powers. With a surge of strength, Kairos knocks Lira's blades away from her, sending them clattering to the ground. She advances on Lira, her eyes blazing with triumph. You fell for the oldest trick in the book, Lira gasps, struggling to rise. But I'm not done yet. Kairos strikes, her dagger aimed at Lira's heart. With a cry of defiance, Lira rolls away just in the nick of time, coming up just short of Zayn. He will be your undoing, Kairos hisses, lunging again. But before she can strike, Lira sidesteps, sweeps her legs out from under her, and sends her sprawling to the ground. As Kairos staggers, Lira sees her chance. Leaping forward, she drives her dagger through the shadowy cloak, delivering a disabling blow. Kairos cries out, clutching at her chest where the dagger pierces her cloak. She falls to her knees, coughing, blood staining her lips. Lira, though, doesn't strike the killing blow. Instead, kneeling beside her, she offers a hand up. Take it, she says softly, and get away. But Kairos, wounded and defiant, spits in her face. Never, she growls, collapsing back to the ground as darkness claims her. Ending scene. Campfire under stars. The remnants of a campfire crackle softly, casting flickering shadows on the surrounding trees. Above, the night sky is a vast expanse of twinkling stars. Beside the fire, Zayn carefully cleans and bandages Lira's wounds, his movements gentle and precise as he works. She leans heavily against him, her eyelids fluttering, but she remains conscious, watching him with a mixture of gratitude and admiration. A comfortable silence settles between them, punctuated only by the crackling fire and the chirping of crickets. The tension that once bound them now loosens its grip, replaced by a newfound warmth. Finally, Lira speaks, her voice a mere whisper. What if this path, she begins, this path ends with me killing you? Zayn's hand stills for a moment before continuing his work. Then I'll forgive you, he says quietly, even at the end. Lira closes her eyes, a faint smile gracing her lips. You're something else, Zayn, she murmurs. You have no idea, he replies softly. Thank you so much for watching episode 5 of Anti-Heroes. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment below to let me know what you think. Your feedback is really important to me and helps me improve. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing because I have lots of exciting stories coming up that I can't wait to share with you. Until next time, keep being awesome and I'll see you in the next one.